Good afternoon, dear friends. This is your roving musician, Franklin Lei, in Macau, reporting about music and wonderful venues in Macau. I am privileged to be standing at the altar of the famous Baroque church, the last church built by the Jesuits here in Macau in 1747 to 1748, the St. Joseph Seminary Chapel. The acoustics in here, you can almost hear the live reverberation as I speak, is really second to none. You have to go to Europe to very old halls, churches to find this. And I'm here to play the vihuela, which was an instrument played in the 16th century by both the Spaniards and the Portuguese, and it was brought first to the New World really by Columbus, because after he landed in, I suppose, what's today Central America, 1492, the vihuela began to be played and manufactured. One of the three surviving instruments in Quito, Ecuador, was a vihuela from about 1620. And here in the Far East, it was the domain of the Portuguese, who came in their galleons and brought musical instruments. We have Jesuit documentations on that. And even though this particular church is more, of course, a Baroque architecture, the acoustics is still eminently not just suitable, but really a wonderful acoustics for early instruments. So the history of the vihuela really does go back to the 16th century right here in Macau, especially during the time of the so-called Tensho Embassy of the 4 Japanese boys who were brought by the head Jesuit, Father Valvignano, to Europe. And when they came back to Macau, they stayed here for almost 2 years and performed a concert on January 6, 1589, with the following instruments. The Jesuits were very, very meticulous keepers of records. They played a rebec, a spinet harpsichord, a harp, and what they called a lute, which of course, in the Iberian sense, was the vihuela, or viola, as it was called in Naples and in Portugal at the time. And to this day, the Spanish guitar is called the violão, V-I-O-L-A-O, in Portuguese-speaking countries, from Portugal all the way to Brazil. And the term guitarra in Portugal is reserved for the Portuguese guitar, which is a metal-strung instrument that's remotely related to the sitar. So once again, the program you heard, whether it's Francesco da Milano, the greatest lutenist of the 16th century who served 4 popes, or whether it was a compilation of the 3 most famous vihuelists, Luis Milan, Luis de Narvaez, and Alonso Mudara, fits this acoustics beautifully. I hope you enjoyed the program.